Good morning, all of you. In this session, we are going to discuss about stereoisomerism. So, it is the type of isomerism where spatial arrangement of atoms are different. Stereoisomerism is also called as space isomerism. So, the space isomerism is the synonym for this. Okay, where the spatial arrangement of functional groups around the carbon will be varied. In this type of isomerism, compounds having similar chemical formula remains same, but different orientations of atoms are present. We can change the position of functional groups. So if functional group positions are varied, what happens there? Properties of the molecules also varied. That's the reason why the stereoisomerism plays important role in the predicting exact structure of compound, so that their physiological activities are mainly depends upon this stereo, that means the position of the functional group present. So stereo stands for orientation of atoms present around the central carbon is called stereoisomerism. Basically stereoisomerism is two types, one is geometrical, second is optical. Okay, geometrical isomerism is nothing but isomerism which is arised due to restricted rotation around the carbon-carbon double bond. So here, restricted rotation will be there. When we are taking single bond, it is possible to rotate very easily. But when we are taking carbon-carbon double bond, which is very difficult to move or rotate because two carbons are joined by double bond. And this geometrical isomerism is also known as cis-trans isomerism, but it is not applied always. Cis-trans isomerism is not applied always to the carbon compounds. Cis-trans isomerism is applicable when carbon-carbon double bonds surrounded by two similar functional groups. Then, when two similar functional groups are on the same side, that is called cis isomer. If two similar functional groups are on the opposite side of the carbon-carbon double bond is called a trans isomer. Okay, so in this way, cis-trans isomerism is the primary and preliminary type of geometrical isomerism where two similar functional groups are present on the carbon-carbon double bond, then only it is applicable. But when we are taking carbon-carbon double bond, which is surrounded by multiple, that means four different functional groups around the carbons, so we have to go for another advanced type of configuration called EZ nomenclature. E stands for entagagin, stands for jusamin. Entagagin is nothing but topmost priority functional groups are in the trans position with respect to each other is called entagagin E, and Z stands for jusamin, means the two higher priority groups are in the same side just like cis isomer. Okay, so EZ nomenclature is mainly applied to the carbon-carbon double bonded compounds having four different functional groups around that. This is a simple example provided here. Around the carbon-carbon double bond, we have one fluoro on the first carbon, iodo and bromo on the second carbon. When we are taking fluoro and chloro, we have to give the priority. So first, in order to give the priority, what happens? We have to go with their atomic number. Among fluoro and chloro have higher atomic number, hence it is provided with first number and fluoro is second one. And we have to go for second carbon, again naming is given separately or individually. Then among iodo and bromo, iodo will retain first priority and bromo will be second priority group. Now, when we consider these two first priority groups and the carbon-carbon double bond, both are in opposite direction. Hence, we can say this conformer or this configuration is E stands for trans. And in the second case, these two higher priority groups are in the same side with respect to carbon-carbon double bond. Hence, we can say this is the Z configuration or Z isomer called jusamin configuration. In this way, when carbon-carbon double bond surrounded by four different functional groups, then we can say it comes under EZ nomenclature. If carbon-carbon double bond is surrounded by two exactly similar group, we can go with cis-trans isomerism only. Now, we have some guidelines to detect the naming or configuration of carbon-carbon double bonds, which are provided by the scientists Kahn, Ingold, and Prelog. Hence, we have few recommendations by these scientists, Kahn-Ingold Prelog, which used to detect which will get higher priority among all four groups present around the carbon-carbon double bond. These are called Kahn-Ingold Prelog rules or selection rules for easy isomerism. According to IUPAC nomenclature, so the system of naming is provided to all alkenes, and even this Kahn-Ingold Prelog rules applicable to RS notations, nothing but when we are taking chiral center, around that chiral center, so we have to go for four functional groups which are different in nature. So in order to give the numbering in that system also, we have to follow these Kahn-Ingold Prelog rules, which are simply abbreviated as CIP rules. Kahn-Ingold Prelog rules, let us go with one by one. Kahn-Ingold Prelog rules. TIT stands for Jussaman, nothing but together. E stands for enter again, which is nothing but opposite in direction. Okay. So CIP rules, the first CIP rule states that the atom or functional group which directly attached to the carbon-carbon double bond having higher atomic number will get higher priority. Okay. So first CIP rule states that higher atomic number will get higher priority. When we are comparing all these atoms which are directly connected with the carbon-carbon double bond, higher atomic number will be high. Then it will be get first priority followed by bromo, chloro, fluoro, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, and hydrogen atomic number is 1. That's why it will get least priority. This is according to their atomic number. When we are going with atomic number, higher atomic number, first priority will be given. Now, if two similar groups are present around the carbon-carbon double bond, we have to go for next atom present on the first atom. So if there is a direct tie between the same atoms which are directly connected to carbon-carbon double bond, now the priority shifted to second atom present on that. So if you are comparing CH2Cl, CH2OH, CH2NH2, CH2CH3 and CH3 functional groups. In all the cases, directly linked atom is same, that is carbon only. That's why we have to go for the priority for next functional group present on that. So again, we have to follow same order, that is higher atomic number will get higher priority for this second atom present on that. Okay. So here we have CH2Cl. Chloro group will get higher priority compared to oxygen. Here oxygen is directly linked. Here nitrogen is directly linked to carbon. Here carbon is linked. That's the reason why we are arranging all in the descending order. Chloro higher atomic number compared to oxygen, compared to nitrogen, compared to carbon, and here we have hydrogen on this carbon atom. So this will be the priority order of second atom if first atom is same for all the functional groups. Again, we are following atomic number. As the atomic number increases, priority order will be increased. So when we are considering isotopes, isotopes are nothing but they contain similar proton count, but neutron count will be varied. So those are called isotopes. So in case of isotopes, what happens? Atomic number remains same, but atomic weight is varied. Higher mass number will get higher priority. When we consider a simple example of hydrogen molecule, hydrogen atom, here tritium is a isotope of radioisotope of hydrogen. So whose atomic weight is 3, followed by deuterium, followed by hydrogen 2 and 1 respectively. That's the reason why atomic number for these three isomers are same. That's why we are following their atomic mass. Atomic mass of tritium will be highest and followed by deuterium, followed by hydrogen. This is for isotopes. This is the third CIP rule. Now let us move to another CIP rule where that carbon-carbon double bond surrounded by triple bond, double bond and single bond. If such a kind of observation is there, where we have to give the priority. More the bonds present, greater will be the priority. Triple bond will get first priority over double bond followed by single bond. This is about the order of priority for triples, double and single bonds which are directly linked to the carbon-carbon double bond in predicting that configuration. And the next is about when we are taking a simple example, carbon-carbon double bond having two similar groups on the same side. Two similar groups on the same side. These green globes indicate two similar groups are there. and here green lobes are in the opposite direction. If both are in same direction, we can say it is a Z or cis isomer. If two similar or higher priority groups are in the opposite direction, we can say it is the E isomer. Now let us go with these are the CIP rules for the prediction of configuration or priority around that carbon-carbon double bond. Let us move to our examples. When we are going with this carbon-carbon double bond surrounded by hydrogen bromo, obviously bromo will be first priority because atomic number of bromine will be high compared to hydrogen. Chloro and carbon. Here chlorine is linked, here carbon is linked to the double bond. That's why chloro will get first priority and carbon will get second priority. Here two higher priority groups are in opposite direction. That's why we can say this is called a E isomer, which is nothing but trans isomer. Now let us move to another same, but just we are twisting one of the carbon atom. Now hydrogen and methyl, these two are the lower priority groups and the two carbons, and bromo, chloro are higher priority groups. These two higher priority groups and the are on the same side of the carbon-carbon double bond. Hence, we can say it is the Z isomer. Let us move to third example where bromo and iodo groups are there. Bromo and iodo will be higher atomic number because it is the down element in that group, then followed by bromo. Hence, first priority to iodo, second priority is given to bromo functional group. Among fluoro and chloro, chloro will be higher priority, chloro will be lower priority. Now, two higher priority groups are on the same side. We can say iodo, chloro on the same side. That's why it comes under Z isomer. And this is another example where we are changing the position of second carbon functional groups. Here, bromo and chloro. That means, so what happened here, iodo is a higher priority, chloro is a higher priority on the second carbon. Two higher priority groups and the two carbon atoms are opposite direction, hence we can say it is the E isomer. So that means trans composition will be there. Two higher priority groups are in the opposite direction. Now let us move to this compound. In general, cis trans isomerism, we can assume two methyl groups are on the same side. Hence, we can say it is a cis isomer. It is not correct in case of this EZ nomenclature because again we have to go for priority, assigning the priority, and the higher priority should be considered irrespective of similar groups. Here, among hydrogen and carbon, carbon priority will be high. That's why methyl will get first priority on first carbon atom. Now, among bromo and methyl, bromo will get first priority and carbon will get second priority. This bromo and carbon, that means two higher priority groups are in the opposite direction. Hence, it comes under E, but not Z isomer. It is not cis isomer. It is the trans isomer. It is according to Kahn-Ingold-Prelog rules. Two higher priority groups are in the opposite direction. Now, not only this carbon-carbon double bond, we have to go with another compound which have more number of double bonds also. So we have to consider carbon-carbon double bond system. Here carbon-carbon double bond, one side chloro is there. If no bond is indicated for other side, according to its satisfaction of valency, so here we can assume that one more hydrogen is there on this carbon atom. And this carbon linked to another carbon, and this side we have one more hydrogen. What happens? First priority group is in topmost side because second is hydrogen only. That's why chloro will get first priority. And here first priority group is the carbon linked to this carbon-carbon double bond. These two are in opposite direction. Because of opposite direction at this position, we can say this is trans. That means E. So this first position E configuration is there. So this is the first position, first carbon having double bond where configuration is E because two higher priority groups are in opposite direction. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4. On fourth carbon we have another double bond. So this fourth carbon have one side hydrogen, another side carbon atom. This carbon is in down position, hydrogen is in up position. Now this side we have another end of the carbon-carbon double bond. Here chloro group is there, here methyl group is there. This single line indicates CH3 functional group. Hence we can say chloro and carbon, these two are the higher priority groups, both are in same direction. This comes under Z configuration, nothing but cis configuration. At fourth carbon atom, we have Z configuration. First carbon atom, we have E configuration. That's why we can say 1E, 4Z. Chloro groups are present on first comma fifth position. Hence, we can say 1 comma 5 dichloro. Then double bonds are present on first comma fourth position, 1 comma 4 hexadiene, because 6 carbon atom skeleton chain it is. That's the reason why, even though we are getting more than one carbon-carbon double bond, then more than one carbon-carbon double bond, we have to assign its priority or configuration. Here, a simple example is given. In this simple example, here, fluoro-chloro, obviously chloro will get priority. Iodo-bromo, iodo will get priority. Chloro-iodo means the first priority groups are in the opposite direction. It comes under E configuration. Chloro-iodo on same direction, that means higher priority groups are in the same direction, hence we can say Z. E stands for integ, again nothing but two higher priority groups are in the opposite direction. Z's transfer cis configuration, two higher priority groups are in the same direction. The next is about when we are going with this compound where carbon-carbon double bond surrounded by two hydrogens and the two different functional groups. Obviously, these two groups will get higher priority, both are in the same direction, hence we can say it is the Z isomer. And the second compound, we are just taking isotopes of hydrogen only. As already we know, compared to hydrogen, deuterium priority will be high, so it is 1, it is 2. Then the second carbon is linked to carbon and hydrogen. That's why this is 1, this is 2. 1, 1 priority groups are in the same side. Hence, we can say it is the Z isomer. So, on the first carbon, we have Z isomer. On the third carbon, first, second, third carbon. On this third carbon, one side we have carbon. Top side we have carbon. Bottom side hydrogen is there. 1, 2 numbering will be there. On the last fourth carbon atom, 1, 2 numbering is there. 1, 1 numbering is in opposite direction. That's the reason why we can say it is the E configuration. So, on first carbon we have Z configuration. On third carbon we have E configuration. So, this is about the carbon-carbon double bonds if present more than one. So, in that case we have to go with that. Only alkyl groups are present. In this case also we have to assign the numbering, we have to assign the priority and the EZ nomenclature. When we are taking carbon and hydrogen, this carbon will get priority over hydrogen 1. Then CH3 and CH2, CH3. CH3 is nothing but both are carbons only. That's the reason why priority is given to second atom present on this carbon. That's why on this carbon we have another carbon, but on this carbon we have hydrogen. That's why priority is given to this CH2, CH3. So, two topmost priority groups are in opposite direction. Hence, we can say it is the Z isomer. In next condition, two higher priority groups are in same direction. That's why we can say it is the Z configuration. So, this is about simple EZ nomenclature. When we are going with benzene ring, even on this double bond, we can assign this EZ nomenclature. So when we are going with this, here, one side nitrogen is there, another side carbon is there. One side carbon is there, second side is also carbon is there. But, so if two similar carbon atoms are there, but this carbon linked with two carbon atoms, this carbon linked with one carbon atom. Here priority is given to this isopropyl group compared to this carbon. Excuse me. Now, in case of this nitrogen and carbon, nitrogen will get the priority. So, two higher priority groups. Two higher priority groups are on the same side. Hence, we can say it is the Z isomer. It is not E isomer. So, this is about is a nomenclature in case of benzene. Even benzene also we have to consider with the same kind of CIP rules. So this is about double bonds and single bonds when surrounded to this carbon-carbon double bond. Here triple bond is there and methyl is there. Triple bond obviously get higher priority. That's why 1, 2. Carbon-carbon double bond and single bond is there. Always double bond will get the priority over carbon-carbon single bond. That's why here 1, 2. 1, 1 priority groups are on the same side. That's why it comes under Z isomer. It comes under Z isomer is nothing but cis isomer is there.